Hello. So it's 6 o'clock, although it looks like it's midnight. Fuck. Um, I just drove back from San Diego doing the jobs that I had to do in SD, and now I have a 600 LT to do for my buddy Eric. I have two Aventadors to do, and I have a 488 to do uh, before the end of the night. And what's interesting is the first 2 weeks of this month, I was like, do I have a job anymore? I'm not. I'm not busy for shit. What am I doing with my life? Should I kill myself? Should I find another job? God, are you there? Right? Little did I know, it was the calm before the storm. I should have taken a vacation. And now I have all this shit to do before I get on a fucking flight to Florida, which, by the way, I booked my flight. And I don't watch the news, so I get a text from the customer like, "Hey, where's your? I can't think of the word. It's been a long day. Connection. Where's your connection?" And I was like, "I don't fucking know." And I look, Dallas Fort Worth. He's like, "There's a record storm this weekend." And then I find out Ted Buttfuck Cruz came out here to avoid it. So it must be bad enough that he leaves the state he governs, right? Um, and then an hour later, I get an email from American Airlines. Guess what, bitch? We canceled your shit. I mean, they don't really talk like that, but that's how I received it. And so I have to rebook. And it's just been, one of those days. So, I'm going to keep tuning. And then do it again. Every week until I die. Just this. I've never had a better job. I've never enjoyed something more in my entire life. I mean, obviously I'm old, but corporate America is where souls go to die. Like, no matter how busy I am, no matter what happens, no matter what the obstacle is, I'm so much happier doing tuning than anything I've ever done. It's not just, I mean, obviously, if I wasn't good at it, I wouldn't like it. But it's the kind of challenge that's rewarding. I feel like that's what the women that date me would say. He's the kind of mentally challenged that's rewarding. It comes with benefits. You got to listen to the weird shit I say about the government and whatever, but then I buy you tacos. So, and then I make you laugh sometimes. So, anyways, I don't normally post personal stuff, but like, this is this isn't marketing. This isn't a company. This is just me. This is just how I think and how I talk and how I act. And right or wrong, like, I do it my way, And somehow, even though it took me longer to get where I wanted to go, it's because I'm listening to everybody else. I've been listening to how everybody else told me to live my life. It took me longer to get where I wanted to go because I wasn't listening to myself. And now I don't listen to anybody. And it's working out. So, days like this, like, what do you want to do with your time? You want to watch whatever transgender shows on Netflix? What are we doing here? It's like, this is way cooler. So after this, 2 Aventadors, a 488, I gotta mail stuff too. So, and then I gotta book a flight, and then I gotta go set a record, and I have to put the fucking American car brand in its place, and show what Ferrari can do. I'm carrying this whole fucking brand on my back. Do you think the Italians appreciate me? I don't get credit, I don't think. Like, Ford versus Ferrari, now it's fucking Matt against ZR1 Chevy. It's just me. Do you think they're helping me? Like some information, some fucking support. How about some money? Some of that F1 money? Can you give me some of that? I think fuck's his name? Hamilton. That was a bad investment. Give me some. I will help you. I will help you beat a Corvette, for fuck's sake. I'd like to say that the ZR1 versus the SF90 thing, the Ferrari ingenuity makes the SF90 fast. The Corvette's ZR1 is just brute force. I don't know what the fuck made that noise, but in order to beat Ferrari, they abandoned the Corvette brand. You know what I mean? Everything that made the Corvette a Corvette is gone. Front engine, styling. They even copied flat plain crank. Like that's what made the Modena such a, great sounding, high revving car, is flat plain crank. Now everybody's just copying what Ferrari was doing, and they're, Chevy do what Chevy does. Ferrari, you do what you do. And by the way, no one wants to buy a fucking electric Ferrari. Can we stop with this shit? And make your cars tunable. And unlock the 296 for me. Everybody agrees that you need to do this. Just for me, not for anybody else. I promise I'll be responsible. Okay, I'm gonna get to work. Just figured I'd check in, post something interesting. I mean, it's not interesting to anyone but me, but sometimes funny. Okay, bye. I'm off the plane. I'm in the airport. So everything's kind of pushed back now, but I have a secret weapon. Steve is already here, so the plan is I'm gonna get in the car, I'm going to start driving, and as soon as Steve sends me a read all the files that I've prepared, I can just feed him files one by one until I eventually get there. So that's the plan. I haven't slept. I feel like it, looks like it. And depending on how fast this drive is, I don't know if I'll have time to eat or brush my teeth or do anything else. Where do you think car rentals are? Okay, I'll update you in a little bit. Okay, I have pulled over at a recreational area. That's not what I would call it. It looks like a murder area. It looks very murdery here. Steve has emailed me reads of the SF90, and I'm going to, before I get murdered, send him files. So the first tune is going into the car even though I'm not there. So I'm just uploading it remotely while I try to get there. This is the first stuff that I wanted to test. And we'll see how it goes. I'll get results before I ever step foot in the building. And that's all it took. Back on the road. Bye. I was falling asleep while I was driving. I mean, not really. I was sleepy. So I had to shower and change and stuff. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made it. And now I'm on my way to the dyno. Steve has put the first file in, and they're testing it. So by the time I show up, we should have results, and I can finally show you the car. You don't have to look at me anymore, or listen to weird shit I say. So, at long last, you'll see a Ferrari. And then it looks like we have some other cars to flash while we're here, and on our way back tomorrow have to stop at Signature Auto House. What's up, guys? To flash a couple cars there. So it's a productive tuning trip. There's no way you're hearing this. Did you go outside? All right. So we're here in Florida. It's nice and warm and muggy and swampy. We are trying to see if we can keep the front electric motors on. That's it. I don't know if it'll work, but we're gonna try this one file. If it doesn't work, I'm taking it out. And then if it does work, fucking hooray. But we're in uncharted territory here. So there's no real way to know what the consequences of that are. It's an expensive car. It'd be a real bummer if it breaks, honestly. We fly out here with hero capes on, and then I mean, at least record it. If it blows up, it'll go viral. God? Got way brighter. You want to show the car? What do you want to try next?
I don't know. You think there's more meat on the bone there or not?
Yeah, but do you want to push it? I mean, come here, look at the graph. So this is what it was doing. This is horsepower, this gray line. And we just played with the electric motor. Everything else the same. And this red line is now. So it shifted the power up where we wanted it. But this is also just, the front wheels are moving now, they weren't really before.
Essentially. So we didn't really see drop off till 7,500. So you got a whole nother 1,000 RPM.
Okay, so we
just out of your...
We made an incremental change to the power output of the front, which means we're on the right map and it works.
Right.
It's up to you if you want, it's your car.
Yeah.
I'll just deliver what you want. Do you want to try it more or keep this as it is and then we play with the motor more?
Why don't we go a little more on the electric motor, see if we can, because again, that back half of the track is gonna be where we're trying to make it up, right? So,
well, yeah, it wasn't working at all. Now it's still engaged, basically.
yeah, so maybe, you know, maybe not go full balls to the walls with them, but maybe,
Okay,
you know.
do you want me to show you the map and you decide what you think?
I mean, okay, so we went up, you said like
each RPM it's going to be different because it tapered off. Yeah.
But generally speaking, you went up about 50%, right?
Yeah.
So do we want to go up another 25%?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And then after that, it would be 100. Like basically the next increment up would just keep
what
it.
happens at 100?
So I compared the 296 maps.
Yeah.
And the 296 is engaged longer and the drop off is less. So that's what gave me the idea of what to do here.
Interesting.
But obviously, like, the hybrid system on the 296 is just the transmission. It's not on two axles like this. But I heard, like, the output of this, it definitely sounded different. Yeah. It sounded like a Jetsons car.
Let's crank it up a little bit more and see if we continue up the curve.
Okay, do you want to change anything else or stay on this variable?
I don't know. I think we should.
I would like to stay with
on
one
the
variable
one more time, and then go to the back and see. Throw some timing and some other stuff in and see what we got.
Okay. It's cool that we're not even using a race gas yet.
Oh, it's in there.
Well, I'm saying
on the timing wise.
Yeah. So I mean, if we could accomplish this.
Yeah.
shit talking was deserved. The first person to figure out how to keep the hybrid motors on. It sounds amazing. You hear this like Jetsons whirring. I don't know if you'll hear it while I'm out here. Now the rest of the tuning is going to be easy. Nothing exploded. I don't know what else to tell you. I'm the best. I did something no one else can do. And if you ever see someone do this, know that they stole my shit. Okay? Take that to the bank. So I wake up at 5 in the morning to a text that says your flight has been canceled. I don't know if you know this, but I don't live in fucking Florida. So I had to try to book a flight, but if you can imagine, everybody's flight was canceled. I was going to reschedule to the 5 p.m. and as I hit confirm, it said no longer available. So now I have to fly out of Tampa because I left my car at the San Diego airport, which means I have to get back to San Diego. So that limits my options. So that means I gotta drive from Fort Myers to Miami, then to Tampa, and then fly out in the morning, and then hope to God that I make that flight, because then Thursday I fly to Asia. So I know everything happens for a reason, and I guess we'll see what that is. But it's very scary now, because if that flight's canceled, I'm pretty fucked. The whole time, I'm hungry. Now we're eating in the car. So this is, the first leg is done. We did a Bentley, Aventador, SF90.
Other SF90.
Yeah, so added map switching to the first SF90. And then now we gotta drive clear to the other side of this state to Signature to do an Aventador and SF90. And you know what I decided? Since my flight was canceled, we're gonna have dinner at Zuma tonight.
Woo!
So that's my favorite restaurant in the world, Zuma. So we're gonna do Zuma Miami, and then I'll drive through the night to Tampa to make my flight.
Hey guys, it's Eric here from Signature Auto House. We have this beautiful Ferrari SF90 in today for Stage 2 ECU calibration. It has a Voodoo design, downpipes and rear section end. It's going to shoot some massive flames. Stay tuned. Hey guys, it's Eric here from Signature Auto House. We have this beautiful 2021 Lamborghini Aventador SVJ in today for a full Valvetronic exhaust, test pipes, and rear section. It is valveless and Stage 2 software calibration.
You're gonna be on my story now. It's 1 in the morning. We had dinner at Zuma and I thought everything was great. I say bye to everybody. I think I'm gonna have like 4 hours of sleep before I go to the airport. I get an email and a text that my flight's gonna be delayed. It's like, okay, we'll roll with it. Everything happens for a reason. And then I leave Miami because there are no hotels available for the night. And I go towards Fort Lauderdale Airport. And I stop at every single hotel and they say it's sold out. Between the weather and the cruise, I don't know what that means. Everything is sold out. So at 1 a.m, I'm gonna drive 5 hours clear back across this state where I came from and just go to the airport and then wait for my flight. Yay. The toll booth lady's asleep. Hi. How are you? Have a good night. I felt bad. I'm tired too. I want to let her sleep. Why aren't toll booths automated? Poor thing. Poor me also, but poor her. So I made it to Tampa. It's 5-something in the morning. I have, again, gone to every hotel. And new problem is they have vacancies. I mean, they have a room, but the system is closed. Check-in is at 3. So I'm like, what kind of business model is this that you have a room, like your job, you'd think this business model is to fill the rooms with a body, a live one hopefully, and then collect money. So they're like, no, we can't do it. And I was like, okay, I'm talking to you as a human being right now. I've driven from fucking Miami. Can I give you money and you just unlock a door and I'll be out of here? No. This creature got a room. It's 5 a.m. No sleep. I checked every hotel. I'm in Tampa. I drove once again across the state. I stopped at every hotel I could find, and they're like, if they did have a room, they're like, I'm sorry, the system won't let me do it. And I was like, okay, well, how about I pay you? You're a human being, right? There's a room over there that's empty. You're a hotel. Your job is to fill these rooms. Like, why won't you take my money? So I find an expensive hotel will take me. So I'm gonna spend a few $100s for 3 hours of sleep, but at least I get to shower and end my consciousness for a little bit. It's freezing. I got to Tampa, drove through the night. I got here like 5:30 in the morning. It is now 9 in the morning. And I'm gonna, see if my flight is not canceled for lunch. And then live the normal life where I stop telling you guys what I'm doing. So thanks for coming along on this journey with me. It's been, in retrospect, I'll probably just enjoy it, but it's been a lot of bullshit with airlines and hotels and whatever, but this is part of the job, I guess. Oh fuck, it's so cold. Oh my god. Feels like it's gonna snow. Okay, I left Steve in Miami. I think there's no better place to leave him. I think he needs to learn how to socialize. So if you don't see him again, a Brazilian probably ate him.